Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Winter has arrived in Florida. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. We have to at least be presentable. Hold on. Okay. Winter has arrived in Florida, and it's real weird. It's January 3rd. And I walked outside and I was like, oh, it's cold now. It's about time. We are gonna be using a Zeratul build that I saw in Hero League. Someone was using this to counter a Lunara pick. This was a little while ago. I was playing with some high-ranked people, though. Their MMR was ridiculously high. Some of the best players in the world could have been in that game. And I saw this particular Zeratul build. It's very, very tanky, and I had never thought of doing it before, and I would like to give it a go now. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to be a pretty weird game. This is going to be a very weird game. So, the friendly team, Artanis, Zeratul, Abathur, Sylvanas, and Nova. The enemy team, Nazebo, the Butcher, Murky, Diablo, and Salami, Shaladore. Shit. We have 0 lane presence. So I'm actually gonna have to lane. I was debating whether or not this build would be better with Seasoned Marksman or with Regen Master, and we're just gonna go for Seasoned Marksman now. We're gonna try that out. I don't know which one is better. I did one practice game with this build, and I really, really liked it. Also, keep in mind, I just started playing with Smart Casting on. So it's gonna take me a few games. It's gonna take me probably a couple weeks to really get used to playing every character again. Spin a Friendship coming out from the Butcher. A nice viewer, look at that. So if I miss some of my W's, we're gonna blame it on that. Kill thoughts for the enemy team coming down. Diablo jumping in as well. We're fine. Nothing to worry about at all. We'll go ahead and Sippy Cup. We haven't gotten any Seasoned Marksman stacks whatsoever, but the minion wave here is pushing up quite nicely, and we'll just wait for it to get to the tower, cleave it down, maybe get this Regen Globe as well. Really risky to do versus a Butcher right there, but you know what? We did it anyway. So our Q ability is Cleave. It's a small AoE around our character. Our W is Singularity Spike, which is a decent range little nuke we can do to someone. Not a ton of damage by any means, but you know what? It'll send a message. Gonna ping danger since middle is missing. Let's do another spin. And our E ability is Blink, which you just saw me use there. Really, really good ability, just in general. One of the strongest in anyone's kit, I would say. Allows him to jump over just about anything to safety. And we're gonna be using that a lot today. So I seriously haven't gotten a single stack of Seasoned Marksman. This is really bad. We have to do that. We have to commit a little bit of time to this. Looks like the friendly team wants to go down here for these plants. We can certainly help out with that. Nova scouting out the enemy team's Nazebo and Butcher on the other side, though. She's going to be a little bit of trouble. We can come in here and try to help, but it actually looks like they're disengaging for some reason, which I'm not going to complain about. Artanis is doing the Murky upstairs. We need to make a quick stop in middle and just cleave this down really fast. So the goal with this, you're going to have a very similar playstyle to that of, let's say, a Thrall, where when you see danger, you run into it. And that's basically all it comes down to. The advantage of using that playstyle on a Zeratul, however, is, first of all, you're in stealth, which is a pretty big survivability increase just by itself. Also, the fact that you are able to really, really easily disengage. So think about this. The Butcher has great engage, great burst damage, and is able to trade with a lot of characters. I don't know why I tried to mount there. And is able to trade with a lot of characters. What is the Butcher's main issue? He can't disengage. Same thing with Thrall. Thrall goes into a fight, he is committed. Same thing with Artanis. Artanis goes into a fight, he's committed. So the idea is we're trying to build up this Brawler on a melee assassin in Zeratul that will give us the ability to not only engage very, very hard and be able to trade with most heroes, but also be able to leave a fight when we want to. And that's the part that should be pretty strong. We can essentially control a battlefield way more than any other character in the game if we play this properly. Now, my death there was completely avoidable. I don't know. Let's not talk about it. Let's not dwell on it. We'll blame it on winter. We'll blame it on winter coming in. So again, the Butcher can engage me pretty hard here, but we could just disengage. He can go in with his charge, and we could just get out of the way. Looks like there's some fun going on down in the bottom lane. Any opportunity for a kill? I don't know. But of course, we do have Nova here, so our burst damage is going to be pretty strong. I'm going to be coming in on Diablo here. Mainly Diablo just because he's so damn easy to body block. We do need to avoid the tornado from Salami, but you can see just by going in there, we actually set up our Sylvanas for a very, very easy kill. And we were relatively safe in doing so. And of course, by getting a player kill, we also increase our Seasoned Marksman stacks substantially more. Now I'm just waiting on our... Wow, I didn't need to wait. I was waiting on Nova to come down so we could deal some damage, but it looks like we're going to be just fine. Staying in just long enough to deal that burst damage and then leaving. First aid coming out at level 7. This is going to be a pretty big deal. So first aid is our first really big survivability talent. Up to this point, we have built for sustain and survivability as well, but first aid is a really, really big health boost. It's going to effectively give us 30% more active health, assuming we don't just get blown up in a second, which, I mean, is a possibility. That could definitely happen. The Butcher charging in on our Nova player down here. I don't think there's anything I could do about it, unfortunately. And for some reason, he just completely disengaged, so I'm just going to leave. We're just going to go down here to the bottom lane. So let's talk about the advantages of Seasoned Marksman as opposed to Regeneration Master. Seasoned Marksman obviously means we hit harder, and throughout the course of a game, we could scale a little bit better. Whereas Regen Master, on the other hand, gives us health no matter what we're doing. Now, the reason we went for Seasoned Marksman is to couple it with Vampiric Assault, which gives us health back whenever we hit something, but this effectively means that we have to be trading into someone in order for that to actually be a survivability increase. So both builds have their ups and downs. I'm not... Oh, poor little slug. You poor little slug. They just walked right in. They just walked right in and surprised you. Both have their advantage. Vampiric Assault's probably better at trading into an enemy. But Regen Master gives you more sustain when you're roaming in between lanes. And of course, when you don't have Seasoned Marksman, you can just roam the entire game. Whereas I'm kind of forced to sit here and actually farm up some stacks. So I am... Well, and team composition kind of made me do this too, right? So, I mean, there are ups and downs to both. I don't know which one scales better. I don't know which one feels better with the build. This is only my second game trying this. But, I have a sneaking suspicion that Regen Master might be the way to go. I need to be very careful here. They even saw me at everything. They even saw me at everything. Now the real question is, can I do anything to this Nazebo? And I think the answer is yes. Of course you can. Of course, you go where you please. You go where you please. You are Zeratul. We're just gonna dip down here, re-enter stealth. They're obviously coming to kill me. But we should just be able to get out of here just fine. Oh, we just dodged the Butcher ultimate right there. Look at that. Hey, Dibbles. Hey, buddy. Where you going? Where you going? What are you doing? Okay, so let's just get some more health here. We're only healing for about, what was that, 15 in auto attack? 52 in auto attack. Never mind, I take it back. Which is okay. You know, it's not crazy good or anything. But it's okay. Looks like the Butcher and Diablo are down here. We're going to save our blink for the charge and then first aid. And look how easily we can disengage from a Butcher and Diablo as long as you're using your skills at the right time. So we waited for the charge and then ooh, this is bad. Oh, that was bad. That was a good setup. We waited for the charge, waited for the impact, and then boop, just popped right out. If you blinked a little bit too early there, the Butcher would have continued to follow you because, of course, he chases through gap closers. He'll chase us to the end of the world with that shit, man. Unless you put a Leoric Entomb down in front of him, and then all of a sudden he doesn't know what to do. Which is funny. Which is really funny to watch. So, I haven't got as much of an opportunity to trade into people as I would have liked. In the game previous to this, they had Sylvanas, Kael'thas, and Raynor on their side. So, a really strong backline, but a really, really squishy backline. And I was able to really just move in and completely, like, whenever I wanted to fight them, I can move in and fight them. And there was no risk of dying. I was also using Regen Master in that game, though, which I think I like more. I think I'm going to officially say that Regen Master feels better. Okay, the Butcher charging in. I'm just going to go ahead and VP. And this is fun. He's still actually chasing me, look. It ended in time, luckily. Luckily it ended in time. We can deal some damage to Diablo here. Again, it's not burst damage, but it is sustained damage. We can get in there and do a lot to a target. Looks like we are going to pick up a kill on Diablo and a pretty easy kill on Murky too. So that went relatively well. Keep in mind, another advantage to this playstyle. God, I have to get out of there. Another advantage to this playstyle is, of course, the fact that you have Void Prison. One of the, if not the, best ultimate in the entire game. Allows you to completely dictate how a fight plays out. Incredibly strong. And of course, oh my god, he almost walked into it. We weren't able to save her, but damn it, we did a lot of damage. So, of course, you're going for this sustained build in the first place that has a ton of control. You're able to engage and disengage at will. And then Void Prison, on top of that, just makes it substantially stronger in just about every way. You can set up plays for your team. You can save teammates from something like, let's say, Tyrael passive that's about to go off. I've done that in videos before, which is always fun to watch. Let's go in here and see what we can do. Now, keep in mind that your Void Prism was just nerfed. So again, we're going to wait for the impact. Unfortunately, he did go for Lamb to Slaughter, which sucks, which kept us in there. Any other ultimate that the Butcher would have taken, or I guess the only other ultimate that the Butcher could have taken, we would have lived through that just fine. So, you know, my fault for engaging in there. I should have known better. The enemy team does have a plan to making its way towards our base. We only have our tier 2 structures remaining, and the enemy team has all of their structures remaining. But keep in mind, we don't have a pushing comp at all. If we want to win, we have to work together to get these seeds, and quite honestly, I have not been doing that enough. That being said, we're not very behind on XP. We can easily come in here and kill this plant. Nothing bad's gonna happen, and just move right in and get some kills. We do excel at getting kills. We've just been a little too scattered this game to really capitalize on it. Triple tap coming out. It's the best ultimate in the whole game, don't you know? And let's see if we can take down the enemy team's Nazeebo. Unfortunately, we are once again hit by every single ultimate in the entire game. Lamb to Slaughter was on me, which stopped me from leaving. I was also in an octo grab on top of a pufferfish. So essentially we were gonna die, and there's nothing we could do about that. I suppose going against this particular match instead of going for Wormhole, which is like one of the best talents Zeratul can possibly get, I just want to make that clear. Wormhole's incredible. We could have gone for Spell Shield, which would have reduced the, you know, damage Murky could do a little bit, but not too much. I mean, the problem with Spell Shield in general is that it can be procced from anything. So, for instance, if you're trying to avoid the pufferfish damage from Murky, he can just hit you with a slime first. Pop the Spell Shield, lock you down with the Octograb into a double pufferfish, and you still take full damage from the double pufferfish. You know what I mean? It's definitely not a fantastic talent because of that. It's a good survivability talent, but it's incredibly situational. It's just incredibly situational. Alright, so we're taking some Merc camps. We should be able to do this by ourselves, no problem. How much are we healing for every attack now? 63, which isn't amazing, but it should be enough to sustain through some Siege Giants. So there is that for us. Of course, Illidan would be able to do this at level 1, whereas we have to kind of wait until we get our sustain a little bit later on. Also keep in mind with this particular setup that we're not getting a ton from our seasoned marksman because we haven't been in lane in forever. Yeah, Region Master might be the way to go. So, this is looking like a fun time. Can we come in here and make anything happen? Looks like the majority of the friendly team has been pushed back, but oh, yeah, okay. I got locked down again. I came in for a kill on Slavi and just died. Oh, the Butcher's hard countering me. We can make adjustments. We can make this work. We can make this work. Oh, I've died a lot, though. Fuck. I've died so much. Dude, it went... The first time I saw this build in Hero League, I was amazed with how effective it was. When I just tried this build before this video, I was amazed how effective it was. And now, all of a sudden, we're running into a lot of problems with targeted crowd control. So, what is stopping me is the Butcher charging it. And again, stunning me and locking me down in one spot, which completely negates everything we're trying to do with this build. We have a problem with the Butcher or excuse me, with Diablo, yeah, the Butcher is such a big problem. We had to name him twice, everybody. We have a problem with Diablo coming in and doing, you know, his stun into a suplex, and then the biggest issue has been Murky with the Octo Grab. That's really been locking me down and stopping me from doing everything I wanted to do. So, kind of sucks that I'm showing it off in this video, basically, is what I'm saying. But it is really strong. Hi, Murky. There he goes, Octo Grabbing me again. I went ahead and popped Stone Skin there. We did get Stone Skin at level 16. The idea is, once again, we're becoming tankier, and it should allow us to trade into people a lot easier. If we can ever actually get a good team fight. We just need to stay together a little bit more. I've been roaming around a little bit too much. And again, I've been trying to get seasoned marksman stacks when I can, but there hasn't really been a good time to go get them. Because on Zeratul, you're supposed to be roaming around constantly. So I think because of that, I do think Region Master is a little bit better for this. So I was just revealed, which sucks. Just gonna go ahead and VP right on top of me and just leave. First aid will heal us up a little bit, and we'll just bail. We'll just get the fuck out of there. So, the friendly team is engaging on the Butcher. We're going to engage on Diablo here. Not a problem whatsoever. And there we go. That was a pretty good VP. That was a pretty good VP. We're now engaging onto this guy, and no one has any health. Artanis could have just run away there, but decided, you know what? I want to die to a plant. That's my true calling right now. The plant is the only thing they have. And I really should be attacking it, but instead, you know what? Seasoned marksman stacks, bro. That's where it's at. We do have 22, which means we're going to be doing 22 extra damage every single time that we auto attack. Let's just try to get him dead. Worked out really well, which is meaningful. And again, remember, the more seasoned marksman stacks we have, the more we're going to be healing for with Vampiric Assault. So there is that. You are missing out on some talents on Zeratul that really do increase your damage a lot if you do go for this build. One of the best ones that would have some really good synergy with this playstyle would be Rending Cleave at level 16. That would be really, really good. Here we go. Yep. 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 Thank you. Thank you. I'll be leaving now. Don't mind me. Just gonna leave. Oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously? No! No! Okay, I'm gonna get out of this. God damn it. Let me leave. Ugh. Oh, God, it's disgusting! Zeratul's disgusting! Okay, alright. Just let me go back. Just let me go back. Hey! That was a good show of what I was talking about earlier. Fuck! Fuck, man! Okay. Such a pain in the ass comp to show this off against! Look at this, it's disgusting! Oh, they're savages! Let's go see if we can make fun of Diablo and all. Let's ping for a top hat. Hopefully we get one. We could just move in here and body block, or get spun around. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Here comes the charge. We're gonna go ahead and stone skin into a first aid, and then jump right in on this Nazebo. And again, look, we're not doing a ton of burst damage, but we're able to chase him until the bitter end. Here we go. Nicely done. We do need to slow him down before he kills me. 3 seconds and I can blink. Sylvanas and Abathur here until the bitter end, though. Oh god. Do I try? Do I try? Do I do it? Do I do it? I know he's right here. I know he's right fucking there. Oh god damn it, I'm gonna do it. I'm so dumb. I'm so scared of everything right now. Diablo knows where I am. He knows where I am. He's coming to kill me. No. No, devils. Okay, we're fine. We're good. We're good. So keep in mind, you don't deal as much damage as a normal Zeratul does, but you're still Zeratul, and burst damage is just part of your kit in every way. All right. Let's take a plant. Let's do that. Let's work together as a team and accomplish something. We do have a plant growing right now. How much of this am I going to be able to just tank? We're healing for 94 in attack with our seasoned marksman stacks, which are only at 27. Keep in mind, if I was playing someone like Falstad, I would be significantly higher on stacks right about now. And with Stone Skin and First Aid, we were able to completely nullify all the damage we just took from Diablo and the Terror, and we're already back to full health. The enemy team is going to be engaging really soon. We see the Butcher setting up for some nastiness. Well, at least I thought he was going to be. I got him. And then we return to Blink location. The Butcher did come in right at the end, though. Let's slow him down. We should be able to get him regardless of what he does to me. Nicely done. And Salami was just like, you know what sounds fun? Dying. Dying sounds fun. We got him. We got him. And it was a good save, but it wasn't enough. Fuck. Fuck. Did we miss the plant? No, someone got the plant. Someone got the plant. Okay. Okay. Whew. Oh, God, it's stressful. Okay. All right. All right. I'm playing with the new quick cast system. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to the range of Void Prison. I'm playing Zeratul in a way that I've only done once before. This is a lot. This is a lot to try to master all at one time. The enemy team has a team comp that is just focused on stopping everything I'm trying to do. But you know what? We're making it work, and I'm trying really, really hard. I'm trying so hard. I hope you guys can tell. I hope you can tell. Let's help our plant take this down. Shouldn't be any problem. I should come back and defend, though. I'll let him know I'm on my way. Void Prison off cooldown in 35 seconds. Okay. Okay, deep breath. We got this. We got this. We are actually ahead on XP for, I believe, the first time in this video game. The first time. Oh, no, Abathur. Oh, no. 16 seconds. 16 seconds on VP. We have to go in here and try to stop him. No! 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 I was too late! So, when the Lamb of the Slaughter goes down, it forms a circle. This circle takes a second to form. So you see the outline, but it's not actually there yet. And while that's forming, you can't actually jump out on Zeratul. And it's relatively easy to do. You have like a half-second warning. Every single time I've tried, I've been a half-second too late. The enemy team is pushing in with a hell of a lot, man. This is looking like it's going to be a good game. This is looking like it's going to be a good game. Oh, never mind. Nova coming out with a ton of burst damage on top of the enemy team's Butcher. He's going to be the highest amount of their sustained damage. Murky just used his Octograb on a decoy of Nova. We actually could come back here. Nope, it's looking like that's going to be core damage. So let's review. Very good team comp to shut down everything I was trying to do. We made some decent Zeratul plays. Seasoned Marksman makes it so you deal more damage in trades, but you heal less in between fights. So maybe we'll do one more Zeratul video after this. So let's take a look at the talents. Vampiric Assault to combo with Seasoned Marksman. First Aid, obviously, for the sustain. Void Prism, because it's the best fucking ultimate in the whole game. Wormhole, because it's one of the best survivability talents for Zeratul and his entire kit, and we made some plays with that in this game. Stone Skin, again, for survivability. And Nexus Blades for the increased damage and the crowd control you get from it. At level 1, we could go for Block instead. Versus that team, Block would have actually been pretty decent. Or we could go for Regeneration Master. Then what could we go for at level 4? Gathering Power could be really fun with this. Gathering Power could be crazy fun with this. Or you could go for Vorpal Blades for just some more like outplaying, which would be hard to do because I haven't used that in a long time. Honestly, every talent at this tier has its use. If we're just sitting there trading into targets, I think Focused Attack may be a little bit better. Or Master Warp Blade, excuse me, might be a little bit better. Because again, the idea is we should be able to sit there and just trade into someone and live through their abuse. And that, of course, would combo well with Nexus Blades at level 20. But, of course, Rewind is a decent talent at that level as well. Yeah, I'm going to try it again. We'll do one more video. The next video will be the same build, but with some tweaks. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.